What is going on, guys? Fitcher here, and welcome to another Classic Cars video here on F1 2017, and today we're going to be driving the Williams FW14B from 1992, of course driven by Nigel Mansell and Ricciardo Patrese, taking Mansell to his one and only World Championship in the 1992 season. Now this car is a very, very famous one, of course, for the active suspension system that it ran. So what does active suspension actually do? I'll be honest, I don't have a good knowledge of it, but pretty much what it does, it controls the height of the wheels vertically in relation to the chassis. Like with a normal suspension system, it has shock absorbers and stuff, and the road surface will do that for it. But in the active suspension system, it has motors and stuff that'll adjust it so it's at the right position for different parts of the track, and that helps with traction and handling and stuff throughout the corners. I'm not an expert on it, but I know it made a hell of a lot of difference, and this car was very, very dominant in the 1992 season, with Mansell winning 9 races in that season. And just to give you an idea how dominant this car was, let's have a look at the 1992 British Grand Prix qualifying results. Mansell got pole in this very car with a 118.965. Ricciardo Patrese, his teammate, got second, so a front row lockout, and he did it with a 120.884, 1.9 seconds off his teammate. In third place was the great Ayrton Senna, and he set a 121.7, 2.7 seconds off the pace of Nigel Mansell. That's how dominant this car was. And of course, like I just said, we are going to be driving it around the Silverstone circuit. Of course, Mansell taking pole and the victory here in 92, a very famous win with the crowd invading the track after the race. Here we go, the Williams FW14B at Silverstone. Through the final corner we go to start our first lap in this car around this awesome circuit. Now, I just want to mention those lap times I was talking about earlier in qualifying. Of course, they were with the old Silverstone layout with the bridge section, not this section that I'm driving through right now, and in fact a better version of Silverstone, I reckon, back in the day. This is the one part of the circuit I don't like. But anyway, we're not here to complain about the changes they've made to Silverstone. We're here to talk about this legendary car that we are driving. Not only did it have active suspension, but this car also had traction control, and this was also the first Formula 1 car to have a flappy paddle gearbox. So a very, very influential car in the world of Formula 1 as now we head through Luffield and up to Woodcote Corner onto the old pit straight. Of course, this is where the race used to start back in 1992, down into Cops Corner, an awesome turn 1 as we run it a little bit wide through there and get our lap invalidated. Not that that really matters on this lap, and now through some of the best corners in the world, Maggots, Beckett, and now down towards Chapel as we now accelerate onto the Hangar Straight and up towards Stowe. And this car, it is just bloody awesome. It's so easy to get on the power because of the traction control, and through the corners you have a bit more grip than you realize because of the suspension, the way it's working. It helps the handling of the car. Is now down to the final few corners. Very slow and tricky. I don't like these corners that much. They are quite difficult, but up to the line it is a 1:38.2, and now I'm going to shut up, put my head down, and just sort of figure this car out a bit, and I'll show you guys the best lap I put together. There we go, 137.337. What a car. That is a lot of fun to drive, really easy on the power, and you can really throw it into the corners. You can take a lot more speed through the corners than you first think in this car. With the suspension system that it's got, it feels like it has a lot more aero than it actually does for its time. You can just see how this car was so dominant back in 1992. What a car this is. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Next time we head out in the classics, we'll be in the Ferrari 412T2 from 1995. I think that is the name. Ferrari have a very odd system of naming cars, so I'll be quite happy if I manage to get that right off the top of my head. But that was the last of the V12 cars in Formula 1, so that one is going to be good. Make sure you have your volume turned up when we get to that video. Hopefully that'll be out fairly soon. But that's going to do it for today, guys. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you do smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been XVideo, and I'll see you all next time.